Assalamu alaikum boys. Now I'm going to record how to solve quadratic equation by using quadratic formula. You all remember the quadratic formula is when any quadratic equation like this ax squared plus bx plus c is given to you. The coefficient of x squared is called a and the coefficient of x is called b and the constant is called c. So the quadratic formula which we use, it is like this. You have to memorize it because this will not be provided to you in the final exam. So b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So this formula we will use to insert the values of the coefficients of x squared, x, and the constants in it to get the desired two roots of the equations. Now we need to first identify what are the coefficients. So our a in this case is 3, our b is minus 2, and our c is minus 2, right? Now we need to write the quadratic formula, which is alhamdulillah, plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Alhamdulillah. So now we will insert the values for A, B, and C's. As you can see, our B is given to us minus 2. So I'm going to plug it here. Then we have our A, 3. Then we have our C, minus 2. After writing this, you are allowed to use now calculator. Go to the equation mod of your calculator, polynomials, degree 2. Enter the coefficient of x squared 3 minus 2 and then minus 2. The calculator will give the answer in a surd form. So copy the surd form. 1 plus square root of 7 over 3. X is equal to 1 plus square root of 7 over 3. And what is the decimal answer? How it is equals to in the decimal form. So 1.215. 1.215 in 3 dps. Let me get the second answer also by pressing the equal sign. So we got the second answer, 1 minus square root of 7 over 3. Normally there is no change in the numbers, just you will find plus and minus sign in the third form answers. So I'm interested in the decimal places answer, minus 0.548, 549 minus 0.549. So 3 dps. Now he said you need to write the answer to the two decimal places. So round of your results. So one now two decimal places 1.22 and the three decimal places was minus 0.0.55, because we want to round our answers to the two decimal places. If you will write this thing in the final exam, examiner will not cut your marks for that. If you want to show one more step, you can simplify it. It is 2 plus minus, and simplify your expression in the radical, under the radical. So I'm going to show you how I do this. Bracket open, minus 2 squared minus 4, 3 bracket close, bracket open, minus 2, and you get 28. And if you want to show one more step, you can write it here. and then your two third forms, and then in decimal places, you write your answers. Clear, boys? Let's go to one more question. Here you can see the coefficient of x square is 3, p is negative 11, and c is 4. Quadratic formula: minus minus 11 plus minus minus 11 squared minus 4a, c is 4 over 2a. And now we use calculator. Go to the equation mod to what was our a, b, c? 3, negative 11, and then 4. First answer in the third form: 11 plus square root of 73 over 6. Write it in the decimal form: 3.257 3 dps. 11 minus square root of 73 over 6. In decimals it is 0.409. So 3 dps, but we need to write our answer to the 2 dps. So this is 3.26, 3.26, and the second one is 0.41. Oh, khalas. So guys, in the same way, you can complete your other quadratic equation questions by using formula. Now I want to take you to the word problems. Sometimes the examiner in paper 4 makes a question related to different techniques of algebra. So you need to model equations by reading the question. So first part is Kaya spends $48 to buy books. So he didn't tell us how many books she has bought that cost X dollars each. The point is total amount spent is 48. Total amount. One book cost is X dollars. So how many books she has bought? Obviously, guys, the total amount she has spent 48 and the price of one book is X. So this will tell you the number of books which she has bought. For example, if the price of one book was $6, so how many books she has bought? Definitely you will divide 48 by 6, and you will say that she has bought 8 books. So now I'm trying to model an equation on or expression that how many books she has bought. She has bought 48, which is the total price she has spent, any total cost, divided by the price of one book. So 48 over X is the number of books which Gaya has bought. There's another girl, Myra. She spends $60 now, and her book cost is X plus 2. So books are more expensive now. So Myra's number of books are 60 over X plus 2. Now, who bought more books? Gaia bought more books than Myra. So, what is the difference of their books? Gaia bought, in the previous part, we saw 48 over X, and Myra bought 60 over X plus 2. As per the question, the difference of the number of books is equal to 4 because Gaia bought this much number of books, Myra bought this much number of books, and the difference of the number of books is 4. Now, as you guys can see, we found an equation and we need to simplify it. This method has been taught number of times to you. We do cross multiplication, and now in the denominator we will have X plus 2. So 48 is going to multiply with X plus 2, and 60 is multiplying with X is equal to 4. Now open the numerator, and 48x plus 96 minus 60x. Here you send x and x plus 2 on the other side, so it will become 4x x plus 2. I think it's better to expand the bracket, so it gives you 4x squared plus 8x. Now it is turning into a quadratic equation. Can we simplify 48x minus 60x? It is making minus 12x plus 96 is equal to 4x squared plus 8x. Now send the left hand side to the right. Simplify the terms in x. Now every term should be divided by 4, will give you x squared plus 5x minus 24 is equal to 0. Is it the same equation which he wanted you to get? Yes. So we got it. Now solve by factorization. So you see that factorization means we need to go and use calculator. Coefficient of x squared is 1, then 5, then negative 24. The calculator gives us 3. First answer 3, second one is minus 8. But as I said, to get these 3 marks, you need to show some working. Convert your solutions into the factor form. So x minus 3 and x plus 8, changing their signs. And in between this, yani the space between the question and your factor form, expand it. So x squared plus 8x minus 3x minus 24 is equal to 0. Then it's all fine. For sure, number of books cannot be minus 8. So x is equals to 3 has to be taken. Is he asking to find the number of books bought by Gaia or Myra? Myra. Myra was the number of books for Myra was this thing, 60 over x plus 2. So let me write it here, 60 over x plus 2. So what is the value of x I got? 3 plus 2. So 60 over 5. So it means Myra bought 12 books. Next question, Ahmad sells different types of cake in his shop. Okay, right? So the cost of each cake depends upon its type and size. Done. Now, every small cake cost X dollars, and every large cake cost 2X plus $1. The total cost of 3 small lemon cakes. Imagine now part A is talking about lemon cakes. So, two categories of lemon cakes, small cakes and large cakes. We already know what is the price of a small cake, that is x dollars. Now if we have 3 small cakes, so it means the total price for the 3 small lemon cakes will be 3x. Okay, plus one large cake cost is 2x plus 1, and he is buying 2 large lemon cakes, so the 12.3x 36, right guys? The total, yani the total cost is given. The one large cake 2x plus 1, 2 large cakes is 2 bracket open 2x plus 1, and the total cost comes to us as 12.36. I hope it clears. Look, 3x is the total price of 3 small lemon cakes, and 2 times 2x plus 1 is the total price for the 2 large cakes, and 12.36 is the total money which he has spent. Now we want to find the value of x. It's a linear equation, so 3x plus 4x plus 2 is equal to 12.36. Now 7x is equal to 12.36 minus 2. 12.36 minus 2, we got 10.36. 10.36 Now 10.36 divided by 7 gives you what? 1.48. So x is equals to 1.48. So 1.48 is the price of one small cake. He was asking you for this one. Now the B part is 18 18 small chocolate cakes. The price of one small cake is X. So 18X will be the price of 18 chocolate cakes. He said the price is same if he buys yani the cost for the seven large cakes. So the price of one large cake is 2x plus 1. Look, the price of 18 small cakes is the same as the price of 7 large cakes. So we put them equal to each other, we get another linear equation. 18x is equal to 14x plus 7, and then 18x minus 14x is equal to 7. So 4x is equal to 7, and x is equal to 7 over 4. That's a final answer, right? Or if you want to write it in the decimal form, you can write it as $1.75. The number of small cherry cakes that can be bought for $4. The number, he didn't tell us the number of cakes. So number of cakes uh, is again same like the number of books we were talking about. So the price of one cake is X dollars. So number of cakes, the number of small cakes, 4 over X is the total number of cakes, small cherry cakes, is equal to um, the total number of large cakes. So how much he spent? 13. And you remember that the price of one large egg was 2x plus 1. 2x plus 1. So the number of small cakes is 4 over x. The number of large cakes is 13 over 2x plus 1. Can we do the cross multiplication? So 4 multiplied with 2x plus 1 and x 13 multiplied with x. So we got 8x plus 4 is equal to 13x. So 4 is equal to 13x minus 8x. So $0.8. Next. Petra spends 20 on small coffee cakes. So Petra, the total number of small cakes, 20 over x. And she spends $10 on large cakes. So total number of large cakes, okay, the total number of cakes which she has bought according to the question, it is 45. Now we want to find it for x. We all remembers how to solve it. Quadratic equation mod 90 minus 5 minus 20. So 1 over 2. Second answer, minus 4 over 9. So we will ignore the negative value because x cannot be negative. He said that find the cost of a small coffee cake. The cost of a small coffee cake was x. So that is $0.5. Was it a hard question, guys? Please check it and let me know if any problem happens to you. Another question is on speed. First, we need to know what is the formula for the speed. You all remember this is speed, this is distance, and this is time. Um K2 runs 12 kilometers, speed is given. So distance and speed is given. We want to find time. So distance, distance divided by time. So distance is 12 and speed is x. So 12 over x. Next, Yuki takes 1.5 hours longer to walk the same path as K2. She walks as an average speed of x minus 4. So same path means the distance is 12. So for K Yuki, it is 12 over x minus 4. Okay, right. Now he said like Yuki takes 1.5 longer, so more time. So the difference between their time, yani Yuki, 12 over x minus 4. This is the time for Yuki. And the time for K2 is 12 over x. He said it is equal to 1.5 hours. Now, let us try to simplify it. I need to write it small to keep some space for working. Minus 12 over x is equal to 1.5. I'm going to erase this. Since the equation which we want to get has coefficient x squared 1, so we need to divide it by 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, and 1.5. See what comes to us. 6 divided by 1.5 gives you 4. Yes, it is matching with the answer. And 48 divided by 1.5 gives you 32. Yes. Now he said use factorization. So I'm going to use calculator, equation mod. So 1, negative 4, negative 32. First answer is 8, second is minus 4. So 8 and minus 4. I need to write them in a factor form. X minus 8 and x plus 4 is equal to 0. Also expand the brackets. Now, number of hours it takes Yuki to walk along the 12 kilometers path. So ignore it. 8. Yuki. So Yuki was, this time was for Yuki. So 12 over x minus 4, which is 8 minus 4. So the answer is 3 hours. Yes. Now, along with this, why not we can finish making the subject of the formula. We want to make x as a subject. So check that, guys. We need to send the square root to the other side. So it becomes the opposite of square root is square. So x squared plus 1. Now I need to send the plus 1 to the other side. So y squared minus 1 is equal to x squared. Now send the square to the other side. The opposite of square root is plus minus. So y squared minus 1. So that's the final answer. Plus minus y squared minus 1. Now, in this case, I want to make x as a subject, and we have two terms containing x. Problem is this 4. We need to send this 4 here and multiply with both terms, so it becomes 3 times 4 is 12m, and 4 times xy is 4xy is equal to xp. Now this 4xy will be sent to the right hand side because there are two terms containing x. So 12m xp minus 4xy. Interesting thing is x is common, so we take x common, and in the brackets we are left with p minus 4y. Now this bracket is multiplying here. It is multiplied. The opposite of multiplication is division. So I'm going to write 12m over p minus 4y is equal to x. Now I have made x as a subject. Important question, guys. Do it many times. And if you have any confusion, you can let me know. Again, fraction scene. So I'm going to multiply 2 minus m with x. So I will get 2x minus xm is equal to 3m. Since I want to make m as a subject, so I have two terms on m, one on the left and the other one on the right. So send the left hand side term to the right to gather all m terms. So take m common. So 2x is equal to m common. So 3 plus x. So 2x over 3 plus x is equal to m. So we have made m as a subject. Now in this case, I want to make L as a subject. So the subjective term is here. Send pi r squared to the left. So a minus pi r squared is equal to pi r L. Now pi r, they are multiplying. The opposite of multiplication is division. So I'm going to get a minus pi r squared over pi r. So my answer is a minus pi r squared over pi r. Next, I want to make x as a subject. So 2y plus 7 is equal to 5x. 2y plus 7 over 5 is equal to x. I want to make in this question x as a subject. So step by step, we will send the things to the left hand side. First 2p will go. So m minus 2p is equal to a square root of x over y. Now send the square root on the other side. So when you send the square root on the side, then the whole term on the left will have a square on the top and x over y left. Now still x is not alone, so we need to send y on the other side. When y goes to the other side, y will be written outside the bracket on the left m. So I will write y bracket open m minus 2p whole squared is equal to x. Since x is alone, now this is my final answer. No need to send y inside the bracket. Now we need to gather all the p terms. How many p's we have? We have two p's. Send the 3p to the left. So rp minus 3p. In the meantime, send 5 to the right. So 8r minus 5. Take p common. So once you take p common, so r minus 3 will be left in the bracket. So here on the right, 8r minus 5. Then the final answer will be 8r minus 5 divided by the bracket r minus 3. We need to make q as a subject, boys. First, 2 is multiplying. On the other side, it divides. So p divided by 2 is equal to q square. And now send the square to the other side. The opposite of square root is square root with plus minus sign. So plus minus square root p over 2. Next, we want to make a as a subject. Send this y to the left. So x minus y is the square root of a. Now opposite of square root is square. Next question, x we want to make as a subject. Oh, something is multiplying on the other side. The whole bracket will be divided. Now we have x squared. Send the square to the other side. You will have to write plus minus. So a over 2 pi plus y. Next, I want to make m as a subject. First, you do cross multiplication. Pm is equal to k plus m. Now, as we have two terms containing m, we need to send the plus m from the right to the left. Pm minus m is equal to k. Take m common, so p minus nothing is here, so write 1 is equal to k. So final answer is m is equal to k over p minus 1. Now open the brackets. 2w plus 2h is equal to p, and we want to make w as our subject. Send plus 2h to the right hand side. So 2w is equal to p minus 2h, and then w is equals to p minus 2h over 2. If you want to make y as a subject, so send x squared to the left, so h squared minus h squared is 2y squared, so h squared minus x squared divided by 2 is equal to y squared, and then finally with plus minus sign, h squared minus x squared divided by 2. Cross multiply. 2x minus xm is equal to 3m. Send them 3m to the other side because I want to make m as a subject. So 2x is equal to 3m plus xm. What is common? M is common. So I'm going to write 2x. So m common 3 plus x. And final answer is 2x over 3 plus x. Next, I think it's a repeated question. We already did it, which is a minus pi r squared is equal to pi r l, and a minus pi r squared over pi r is equal to l. Open the brackets. 2mh is equal to g minus gh. Collect the g terms together. H common 2m plus g, and then final answer is g over 2m plus g. Cross multiply. Y multiplied with 1 minus x is equal to 3x minus 2. Open the brackets. Y minus yx is equal to 3x minus 2. Collect all the x terms together. 3x plus yx. On the right hand side, take x common. 3 plus y, and y plus 2 over 3 plus y is equal to x. So your answer is y plus 2 over 3 plus y. Thank you, boys.